Welcome back to Trumbull Valley. I had a little bit of trouble this morning deciding what I was going to do next until I realized that we've got some engine bangers over here. We've got some mechanics. And mechanics, that's the skill that my community is missing. So, you know, if I get an opportunity to recruit a mechanic, or if I get them all the way to the point where they're giving me an enclave benefit that replaces a mechanic, both of those are good outcomes. So even though I've been avoiding most of the normal pedestrian stories that get told in these maps, I think I might actually go after this one. But it's kind of in a dangerous zone. It's sort of plagued by a plague heart. So I think I might need to equip my character to first take out the plague heart, and then go about the mechanics storyline. So let's run my guy over here. So right now he's got the saw blade sword. That's pretty good. He's not carrying around a lot of high caliber ammo, so we can give him some of that. What kinds of explosives do we have available? I mean, we've got some fire. That's good for dealing with ads. And we got some landmines. We got one thing of C4. So I might see how well I can do just with that. And if I have to flee, I have to flee. Because unfortunately, I'm not sure what I'm currently able to craft. But I think it's not a lot. One other thing that I'm missing is materials. While I'm out, I definitely want to track down a source of materials. Do I want to bring a follower with me? You know what? That's gone badly in the past. I've got two separate experiences bringing a follower with me. And
Okay, I'm not exactly in trouble, but if anyone out there wanted to lend a hand, I wouldn't say no.
Wait a minute. Who's Jimena?
I'm headed your way now.
Let's go see what's up with Jimena.
Thanks, and please hurry.
She might be a cool person that I want to recruit. So we're going to start with her. We're still heading towards the engine bangers. Guess I should turn my headlights on, huh? By the way, welcome everybody who just showed up in the chat.
Hi there.
Hi, Jimena. Sorry I've already raided this barn. Oh, what's up?
I'm a bit banged up.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad that Jimena has reminded me that I did not bring any painkillers with me. That's kind of a problem. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Yep, not a single heal. Okay, well thank you, Jimena. I'll bring some for you, and I'll bring some for myself. Oh, Viking Elfhorn. Apparently, they just barely... Oh, wait, I could scavenge in here for some, too? I guess I could. Guess I could. Why not? Viking Elfhorn just had one of the story missions pop that has been avoiding them for a while. I'm glad to hear it.
That was graceful.
It's kind of it's a relief because, you know, there's so many mysterious things that can make missions not spawn. And while we've got fixes for at least some coming in the next hotfix, I'm just, you know, it worries me that we might not have found everything. So I'm glad whenever somebody tells me that they've overcome one of those log jams.
I can't carry that much.
Oh, excuse me. Was some... Oh, were you at the door? Sorry about that. All right. Well, I'm getting some good stuff. I think I'm still going to need to drop by home.
Gotta be quieter.
So I don't think I'm going to find enough painkillers in here
Moving on.
to support me on a plague heart run. So, oh wait, there's something over here. Might as well search while I'm here.
More of the same.
Oh, what do you mean more of the same? It's a gun and some ammo, dude. That was great. Let's take this stuff home. Where's home again? That way. Let's see here. Drop all this stuff off. Even this, actually. Let's go in and get the painkillers we actually want to have. So we'll grab one of those. A bunch of these. Maybe it would even be smart to bring a cure with me. That'll just take up space. I can drive home if it gets bad. Yeah, I think we're good. Huh, that's interesting that apparently if I get to the end of the mechanics storyline, they give me auto mechanics expertise, but not mechanics specifically, which means they can't really replace having a mechanic in my base. That's unfortunate. At some point, I'd love to give sort of a rethink to a lot of what's going on with enclaves and enclave benefits, and maybe that's an area where we could make some improvements. Oh, weird. So, Valerie is pointing out that there's apparently...
Hi there.
They're having a problem with the Prepper Ant mission. That it's, that they're not able to find the gun you're supposed to find. Okay, I'll have to make a note of that.
I mean, you're dead. I hate to sound desperate, but...
Oh.
Well, I'm desperate.
Let's see if we want her to join. First off, I'm going to grab my actual painkillers I intend to carry around. Let's have a look at you. A doctor? Do I already have... I think I already have 2 doctors. I think I don't need a doctor. Okay, oh, hey. My shooting skill. Gunslinging, yes. Oh, hey, Jack Kilgore is finally getting ready to, wait a minute. Does he want Powerhouse? Versus Marathon? I'm just thinking. Let's see what his fighting options are. So he can go striking and knock people down with blunt weapons instead of Powerhouse. Let's go with Endurance and Powerhouse. And then over... Yep, nobody else is leveled up in anything, but we have 2 doctors over here. Both Screamer and Becky are doctors. So I do not need another doctor. Sorry, Jimena.
So be it.
You'll be fine.
So long.
I only hear a little bit of zombie growling.
See you later,
It's okay. All right, so let's head over here. So our next goal is to take out a plague heart. Bye, Jimena. Oh no, Cogs, you're right. I didn't tweet that I was streaming. This is so on schedule, though. I think maybe I'll just ignore it this time rather than pausing the video so that I can write a tweet. They Knows Jay wants to know what difficulty I'm playing on. I'm playing on Dread right now. I think I actually I started playing on Nightmare recently, and I could sort of barely handle it. But here in Trumbull Valley, like, I really want to make sure I get through the story, and so I decided to go back to my more comfortable difficulty level, which is Dread. Because I didn't want, you know, my attempt to play through all of the Trumbull Valley storylines as a player to be thwarted just because I couldn't keep my characters alive.
Oh, so this is where all the plague zombies hang out. Huh.
Okay, I'm still kind of far. I need to find a bridge. This is eventually going to be my home, probably. A bridge or a ford. I'll take a ford. There we go. This is a perfectly normal thing to do with a small, compact car. Can I get through here? I can kind of do it, I guess? Oh, come on. No cogs. You should not do anything like that. All right. So let's actually, in case I need to flee, let's put my car just a little distance away. That's not much of a distance. Whatever. All right. Let's start out getting in there and just using some melee weapons.
Fuck, my eyes are burning.
Okay, where is the actual... There's the heart. Okay, let's... What are the exits? Okay, I've got a window I can jump out of. Good. Uh-oh. Oh, gosh. Already? All right. This is already going great. Okay, let's try to get some endurance back here.
This could be bad news. Fire in the hole!
Ah! Ah, let me out of here! No! That's not what I meant to do!
Don't let up!
Alright, that went weird. Okay, I'll use zombies. I really should have grabbed somebody with marathons. I could run around it. Oh, gosh, that zombie caught up to me faster than I expected. Oh, hello. There we go. Nice. Take that, zombies. Didn't even use a C4.
That is a lot to carry.
Got a bunch of good stuff in here. Maybe don't need to grab all of it right this second. Well, I got a car, actually. Let's grab as much as we can.
I can't carry that much.
All right. Where the car's this way? Okay, so that's one plague cart. There is a second one in town. I just used all my fire, though. I'm not sure if I feel like... But I've got 2 grenades. So, I don't know. Maybe I am equipped to deal with it. So Sans Reason asks, Jeffrey, I have noticed that a lot of the Undead Labs developers have been with the studio for a long time. Is that the norm in the in-game development, or is there something unique about the culture of Undead Labs that makes it easier to stay?
If anyone over there is listening,
Let me wait
we could
until
use
this person's
some
done talking.
I can't carry
Why
that
am I
much.
searching things when I don't have any room in my inventory? So I think every studio has got kind of a mix. I mean, there's definitely a lot of the more prominent people on our like public-facing stuff, like the stream, have been at the studio for a while. But that's not uncommon, I think, for the people who've been there the longest to also be the people who are in a position to talk to the audience. So it's like you hear a lot from me and from Brant, and and we've been there for a really long time. Brant has been there much longer than I have, but I've been there for like 8 years. He's been there for more than a decade. But we're not everybody. I think a lot of the folks that you also have met recently, people like, say, Lucy, was just hired about a year ago. And the reason she was hired was because we did we have lost designers over time. Not a ton, not like a huge embarrassingly high rate or anything like that, but people do leave, move on, do other things. In our case also too, because we're growing and because we now have 2 teams instead of 1, that means that some of the developers from State of Decay 2 needed to move on to another project and needed to be replaced. So because Lucy is probably the most if you're to call her a replacement for someone, she's probably a replacement for Brian Giammi, who is on a different team now. Though, I mean, every designer is unique. It's hard to say that somebody is like a one-to-one replacement for somebody else. Oh, wait a minute. The mechanics are right here. Oh, but I was going to go... You know what I need? I need a good outpost. That's what I need, because my weapon is about to die. I need a place where I can heal that weapon. Maybe I do want to go take out this plague heart.
Hey guys, we can use some assistance over here.
Huh. Anyway, so I don't think we have an unusually high high rate of attrition of like losing employees, but I don't think we also have
No room for that.
an especially low rate of attrition either. I think you're just seeing a pretty normal pattern of people coming and going, and the people who stay the longest also tend to be the ones who are in a position to talk to the audience. And so you get to know a lot of us who have stuck around for a long time. That doesn't mean that that's all of us. That said, I do think that Undead Labs has a really good culture. There's a lot of really great things about this place. Like, for instance, we've got unlimited, unmanaged PTO, paid time off, which means that, it's sort of up to us to determine, how much vacation time we have and how much time we spend, working. I think if we abused that egregiously, there would probably be a problem. But, as long as we don't, as long as we're all, like mature adults who actually, are here because we want to do this job, then we're fine. And the company isn't like paranoid about trying to make sure we're working hard enough all the time. Oh crap. What was that? Just heard. And so so the company is really, really committed to things like work-life balance, stuff like that, which makes a huge difference to... Oh gosh, did I... Okay, good. I actually destroyed the plague heart.
Like that, it's history.
I heard a feral though. I heard a feral. Sounds like it's moving. Where is it? I think it might be behind this rock. Is it inside the rock? Maybe it's inside the rock. It's inside. Ah! It's inside the rock. Ha ha! There we go. Got him. Okay, so I might need to leave. I might need to leave that plague husk there because there's just no space in my inventory. I wanted to destroy it so I could claim yet another ammo outpost, but because that's how I roll. Real quick though, I should keep holding the plague samples and drop something else up. I could probably pick up like one thing. So see what the most valuable thing in this plague heart husk is. Yeah, so I think Undead Labs does a pretty good job of, making a good case for holding on to its employees. Ooh, police knife. But at the same time, I don't think that we're like so ridiculously special that you should expect that like no one ever leaves. I mean, people, it's like somebody can be a great employee and know they're working at a great place, but still want to move on because, for instance, maybe they've built their career up to the point where they're ready to take a more senior responsible position, except there aren't any senior responsible positions at the studio they're working at because those people in those positions haven't left yet, and that's sort of a thing you have to contend with, where you could be at a place that you love to work and still move on because there's just other factors you have to consider in your life and in your career. So Batkek asks, any chance we can have an optional first-person camera in a new update for like State of Decay 3, like Grand Theft Auto 5 or Red Dead Redemption 2 style? Those particular games, they're able to invest in a first-person mode, which is actually picking your perspective is usually a huge foundational decision that you make in a game, and you build everything around it. You build, all of your camera behaviors, all of your main characters' animations, everything is built around that perspective. And to switch perspectives, you would need to change so many things that oftentimes it's just kind of not worth the effort.
New outpost is prepped and good to go.
Um,
Now that I look around,
Let's see.
I got some ideas on how to make it even better.
Let's start dropping some stuff off. It's like there's for a given game, there's usually like a very small number of people who are like, oh man,
Hell yeah.
it would make this game perfect if it was an entirely different perspective. And you're like, okay, sure, but because most players in the game are usually cool with the perspective and actually
Shit is heavy.
would be more interested in other improvements, it's hard to decide, oh yeah, that's what we're going to spend all of our time and money doing. Is, instead of adding a bunch of other features to the game, we're going to, alter the perspective for a small subset of players who find that really important. Folks like Rockstar, who've just kind of got all the money in the world lying around, they're just like wading in money, and it's like, it kind of gets in their teeth, and it's, it's just everywhere. Sure. And like for instance, if they're like starting pre-production on the next game, but they've still got, like thousands of people on their team
Oh, hey.
who need something to do while they're waiting for the next thing to be ready to go. Sure, that's probably a good investment for them. For almost everyone else, especially much, much smaller teams like the one we have at Undead Labs, it's a pretty unfeasible thing. It's not, while you might see someone like sort of hack a mod in to sort of like, oh yeah, now it's kind of first person. Things like, these animations, especially some of the swordplay animations where the character spins around, would have to be done entirely differently in first person. All of the sort of like the experience of sort of navigating over an obstacle would have to be done entirely differently in first person. And that's a lot of stuff that we're unlikely to invest in. Unless something crazy changes, I wouldn't get your hopes up about that happening. And I'm sorry, because I know that for some players, like that feels like a really important improvement to the game. But I have a hard time seeing it happen. Again, I'm not even on the State of Decay 3 team, so it's not like I can make specific promises about what they are or are not going to do. But it seems very unlikely to me, just from my perspective, as someone who works elsewhere in the franchise. We're definitely not doing it with State of Decay 2. I appreciate, though, the fact that you were asking about State of Decay 3, that you basically recognize up front that it's unlikely to happen in State of Decay 2. That is a relief to me, because I know there's a lot of people out there who, who don't really understand, how difficult it is to change something like that in a game, and so yeah, so I appreciate the fact that you seem to already know that. Mama Tinker says, Undead Labs made my wish come true with the Trumbull Valley map. I'm good. I appreciate it. I'm glad. It's nice when folks, what they want align with what we're able to do. That is always relieving. All right, Ryan. Oh, wait. I'll let Twain talk first.
Congress, more useless alive or as the undead? I see it's a toss-up.
Beardy Mac asks, how long does it take to make an animation for a single melee swing? That is hard to answer, partly because I'm not an animator. You'd have to ask one of the animators to give you a detailed response. But it's not as simple as a single animation, right? Because you have to do not only that animation, but also the bridges that connect that animation to other animations. Like modern, like high fidelity, character behaviors involve a lot of tiny animations and a lot of like, extra sort of like rigging work and stuff that is really easy to not notice is going on. And so it's, it's not a question of just adding up the number of melee swings and the amount of time it takes to make one swing and saying that's how long it takes to make, to make an animation suite. There's a lot of like detailed work that goes on in between the animations, blending them together, making sure that they all string together in the right way, and you end up making twice as many. Even if you know what you're doing going in, you probably still end up making twice as many animations as you expect, just because you keep discovering edge cases where something doesn't look quite right, and another animation could just bridge that little gap and make it look better. All right. Let's
We're
go
mechanics.
find
I'm teaching our newbie the ropes.
an apprentice.
Well, I'm trying to at least.
Yay,
I'm
materials.
fine, by the way. Thanks for asking.
I'm just gonna take all your stuff, guys. Is that cool?
So you're like a car mechanic or something.
That's right. I want to set up shop and get some of the busted cars around here working again. Got to do something, yeah?
Gotcha.
All right, let's find the vehicle. Looks like it's... Oh, it's right over there. Oh, let me search this while I'm at it. Oh, no!
Gotta chill with the noise.
Yay, gas.
Zombies, headed this way.
I'll just let you deal with that zombie.
Shit! Loader! Kill it before it gets close.
All right, we'll just let that dissipate before we start looking in this car.
Man, our truck is trashed. Let's hope the parts are still there.
Come on, Bloater Cloud. You don't really want to just hang in the air like that, do you? Come on. Oh, Flash Gordon, yeah, a lot of people have been having trouble with quests not popping up on the new map. We've got what we hope is a fix.
Looks like it's your lucky day.
Incoming in a hot fix, hopefully next week. And yeah, but I'm really sorry I had to deal with that. We noticed some like this is the kind of thing that you only really notice when it's happening in aggregate with lots of players.
Zombies shambling toward base. Shouldn't be a problem though.
And so yeah, so this was definitely a case where we weren't able to pick it up until enough people were playing the game that the sort of the rare things that could get in the way of missions could start popping up and letting us know that they existed. So we've got what we hope is a fix, and that'll show up in the game pretty soon. But yeah, I'm really sorry you having to deal with that. Okay, let's go back to the base. And I'm really looking forward to, hopefully, this... Oh, wait. I'm right here. What am I doing? Hopefully this, hopefully this hotfix lands and it actually really does work and we don't have to, then
Run or fight.
solve another layer of problems. Huh, interesting. My auto-aim didn't work while the zombie was climbing. Hey there, Ryan. Here's the parts.
Much obliged.
Hey there. Take a load off.
Okay, so I still wanted to grab some materials, right? Would there be some in here? Or no, I think I already grabbed the materials from here. Didn't I?
I'm already full up.
Oh. Yeah, I still got some good stuff. Where's my car? There's my car. Grab some of those. And then maybe we actually do have room to go back to that plague husk, I just realized. Does it matter what I put in here? Not really. I'm about to clear it out. Let's finish scavenging this place just because. And then let's head back towards the Savini residence, which is where that plague heart was, by way of the new ammo outpost. Oh wait, that wasn't the Savini residence. It was the neighbor. It was the cluttered disaster of a house. Oh man, naming these sites is fun. I don't even remember who named that. I think it was probably because I did some of the names for Heartland, which carried over. I think Andy Collins, might have done something, or did he? No, I think he did a lot of the names for Providence Ridge, and then Larry Wu did a bunch of the names for here. But because we all were kind of adhering to the same style guide, it's hard to tell which one of us named a given site, because we all kind of agreed on what the rules were for naming sites, and so we all stuck to them. And so yeah, I don't really know at this point, who came up with which name. Alright, so we're going to drop off... Oh, I could probably reload just to empty that out. There we go. Let's get more crap out of the back of the car. Starting to run out of space here. To keep the gas there in case I need it.
Are you still making progress on that project we talked about?
Oh, the stranded soldiers want me too. See, I've been trying to avoid kicking in a lot of these extra missions because I know they can interfere potentially with other missions in the area. They want food, huh? Oh, we got a mysterious wandering trader and a zombie threat at home. I forgot that zombie threat at home had been fired off. Okay, let's not screw around as much as I was planning to screw around. Let's do go to the Plague Heart house. Oh, my character's getting tired too. So yeah, let's do go to the Plague Heart house. Oh, hello guys.
I cannot keep this up.
I guess a suppressor would be smart. All right. I think I've got enough time
I'm running out of steam.
to go in here and search this husk. Come back for those bandages later. All right, let's head home, which is right here. We'll head home, and then we'll go see the mysterious wandering trader and see what he has to offer. For instance, I think, doesn't the mysterious wandering trader sometimes offer skill books? Like regular old skill books, not the weird fancy ones that the skills trader does? Not sure there. Ah! What's the good way to... Oh, not this way. This is not the good way. No. No, no, this is not the good way. That was a bad way. Why did I go that way? Ugh, freaking zombies, man. Am I right? Okay. Okay, well, that didn't go as well as I'd hoped. Let's get my favorite car home. And again, we are still short a mechanic. We still need somebody to be able to fix these freaking cars. Mama Tinker asks, when did I know that I wanted to be a game designer? That's an interesting question. So, consciously, it was actually when I got offered the job to be a game designer. So I could give you more detail about that. So I spent, a lot of my young life, my sort of thing that I did around the house with my family to make money was my dad was a video game critic among his jobs, and he didn't have time to play video games though, and actually didn't even have the inclination to play a lot of video games. He liked some, but he wasn't gonna play sort of the wide variety of video games that you see me playing, like even on this stream. And so basically he would get sent free games to review, and they would come in the mailbox or come in the, be delivered to the door, and I would just collect them and I would try them all, and then I would present the most interesting set to him every, few weeks, and he would write a review based on my findings. And so and I was just a avid video game player, thinking critically about them all the time. Because that was like part of the job, but I also came to just really enjoy it. But it was one of those cases where video games seemed like a thing. Like, do people really make these? It's just they seemed like they sprung, fully formed from the forehead of Zeus. Like, I didn't really understand how video games were created, and so I didn't think of it as a legitimate job. Like, I didn't know it was a thing I could actually aspire to do. And even after I met game designers, like, Greg Johnson, the designer of Starflight and Toe Jam and Earl, stayed at our house for a few weeks developing ideas with my dad. And I got to know him, and he shared design documentation with me, and I got to sort of get an early look at all these things that that go on in making video games. But I still thought, especially because I grew up in the 80s when being a full-time video game designer wasn't really a thing very often. It was like usually you had to be a programmer or something. You had to have some like hard mechanical skill in order to work in game development.
Man, that is a lot of.
And I had learned that I was not good at that kind of thing. I mean, I could handle the logic of it, but I didn't have the patience to do something that was that abstract, where some things can go wrong and you have to just beat your head against a problem for ages and ages until you figure out what's going on. I didn't have the patience for it. I was much better at doing sort of more wild-eyed creative stuff, like, writing or drawing. And so that's the kind of work I thought I was going to get into. I just didn't think I could handle being a video game developer. And I didn't understand that there really were like full-time designers who were creatives, who were not, who didn't have to necessarily be steeped in code. And so, I went into film school instead. That's what I thought, that's the kind of thing. Like, I wanted to be an entertainer. And I thought that was the area where, like being like a film director or a screenwriter was something that my temperament could support.
Sure we've got another wave
Whoa,
coming
there's
any
like a
minute
whole
now.
horde coming over there.
That could have gotten a lot worse.
Let's just let them pop up here before I slam the door open. Yeah, so I was going to film school for a while.
Come on, guys. Let's show the Zeds what we're made of.
And then my dad was contacted by a... oh my gosh, okay. Oh, no, I meant to get back in, thanks.
Fire in the hole.
So hopefully that will kill the zombies that are not the Juggernaut. Meanwhile... Anyway, my dad was contacted by a small-time video game developer
Shit, screw.
Boys and girls, we have more Zeds on our hands. Get ready.
called Amaze Entertainment, who made mostly licensed movies based on kids. Licensed games based on kids' movies. Stuff like they made the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone PC game,
Loader.
stuff like that. And so they contacted my dad because he owned an intellectual property they were interested in developing, and that never went anywhere. But because, as I said before, my dad was not as steeped in video games as I was, he sent me to represent him in the discussions about what they were going to build. And so I spent that entire time... Oh, good, my friend took out the Juggernaut.
Put every one of these fuckers back in the ground.
So I spent that entire meeting telling them how I would make the game that they wanted to make. I spent 2 days talking to these folks and just regaling them with all my thoughts on how to make this game good. And they ended up liking me. And at the time, there was no, it was early enough.
I'm glad that ended when it did.
There was no, official sort of, educational path into game development. There wasn't, an official way, if you want to be a game designer, go to this college and take these classes or, major in this. None of that was a thing. It was just video game... Like people who ran video game companies just always had their eyes open for people who seemed clever and promising, and they would hire them for entry-level positions. And that was kind of how you found new people. And a lot of those people would not work out, and would turn out to be idiots, because that's just how it goes. But so basically, that's what they did. They offered me a job doing, entry-level game design. And then it just kind of was up to me at that point to keep proving I wasn't an idiot. And I was lucky because every year there was always some other designer who had a bigger career disaster that year than I did. And so even though I was not good at my job and the first few things I designed were just not great, they kept keeping me. Because, I think I was still doing comparatively well compared to other people in my position sometimes. And so I was able to stick around just long enough to learn the gig and learn how to do it. And so now I've been doing it for nearly 2 decades. And, I feel like I've got a pretty solid case for being an okay video game designer. But at the time it was touch and go the whole time, and I actually ended up sort of crunching my brains out, trying to, you know, overcome my own weaknesses and inadequacies by just working really, really, really hard. And hopefully that isn't always something that people need to do. I mean, that's something we're trying to eliminate from the game industry now, but at the time, it was the option that I had. You know, I was like a young 20-something guy who had, you know, nothing but time on his hands. And so that was sort of my solution to trying to make this dream job work. And so, yeah, so the moment my parents were actually a little bit surprised at the time because I had been talking so much about how badly I wanted to be a filmmaker. And then the moment somebody offered me a game development job, I dropped film school, dropped everything I was doing about movies, and immediately just jumped on to be a game designer. And they were like, wait, you're giving up on your dreams. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I gave up on my dreams a long time ago because I didn't think I could be a video game developer. And this is me restoring my dreams. This is me suddenly realizing I can do the thing that I've been, you know, geared towards my entire life. And I just didn't realize it until now. Okay, I think I have too much ammo. I do. So let's make something out of it real quick. Here we go. And let's see. Okay, so what do we want to... Right, any knowledge of mechanics to upgrade that. I could still upgrade the infirmary. Oh, I definitely need to plant some stuff in this garden. Already leveled this up. Ooh, but we got a slow cooker. I can boost morale with that. Yeah, I got 15 materials. I guess no harm in doing that. Now I'm down to 2 materials, though. I should probably get a little bit more. We don't have that much time left. But, oh, right, Mysterious Wandering Trader. And one of the places they might be is that infestation. What do you bet they're not here? Can't be precisely sure, but let's, I really only have the 6 people? Wow. All right, so I guess we'll send, you know, one of our more reputable members of the community out there to talk to the trader. Have we got everything we need? I think we do. All right, so let's go out. I'm almost kind of inclined to go on foot just because all my cars are in such bad shape. How's this one for gas? It's doing good. Yeah, I guess we'll take this one. So we'll hit up the nearest spot first, and if it's just an infestation, great. We'll destroy the infestation. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to grab trade goods. I'm sure, I mean, we recently sold a bunch of stuff, so we might not have anything, but let's check anyway. Viking Elfhorn, I really like the hippie Tranquility base too, the Tranquility Factory. That is a favorite of mine. I'm not sure I have a single solid favorite. What the? What? What was that? I'm trying to remember now where this... Can I deliver this to storage? It's not in my slot. Which slot was storage in? I'm trying to remember. That's the latrine. Is it over here? Beds. Where do we keep our stuff? It's in the Red Talon bunk room. Okay, so that's the beds. So I guess it's on the other side. Oh yeah, I guess it was right near this, wasn't it? Ah, here it is. What is going on? Why do I have this? Why do I have this? Okay, she's gonna put it on. Now it's in the rucksack slot. Okay, that was weird.
Exciting, but it's useful.
Why did that happen? Was it because somebody died with a meds rucksack on or something? That can happen sometimes, I think. Maybe. Maybe that's a cause. Oh, Raneth Cord confirms that, yeah, that's probably the cause. We should fix that. That seems like a weird thing. Okay, so I was going to... I usually sell stimulants because we're drug dealers around here. And I don't need firecrackers. So yeah, we'll bring that stuff to sell. And I guess I could probably have grabbed more. Let's drop this stuff off in the car. We'll go get some more stuff that I'm not likely to use. More distractions, probably. These are actually useful. These are fun. We can sell some Clio machines. And, I don't know what else. Maybe we're good on selling things. Salvage this. Salvage this. Don't need 2 of these. Don't need 2 sweet skull swords. Don't need 2 sledgehammers.
Comes around. So, see you around.
Oh no, the stranded soldiers are gone. Oh no. Batkick, I think I'm not going to comment on politics. Sorry. I'm going to keep this a lighthearted stream.
You don't know me yet, but you really want
Another
to
traitor.
with me. How about it?
Okay, well, we'll do Mysterious Wandering first. They're more likely to have crazy stuff I want. So this is the infestation. Probably not where the trader actually is. But... oh, wait. They are here! Okay. Well, I appreciate the help. You know what? I'm having trouble in this place for some reason. So let's just use fire. Okay, mysterious wandering trader. Where are you? There you are. Hello, Pat.
Let's make a deal. All right.
First, I'll sell you my weird stuff. Let's see what you have. You've got a light vehicle upgrade kit. That actually could be useful because it could turn a vehicle that is damaged into one that is not damaged. So I don't know if I have a light vehicle. Except the Trekker, but the Trekker would actually lose capacity if I did that, so I don't want to do that. Ooh, a golden vulture. Okay, actually, you know, some advanced muzzle attachments seem like a really good investment. Internal Guard's Infinite Rage. I've got a lot of good guns, though. I don't know if I need an Eternal Guards right now. I'm kind of amused by the Golden Vulture. I might want to grab that just to be a weirdo. And yeah, let's grab this. We might be able to use it for something good. And then Razor Edge Machete. It's really fast, really dismembery. Kind of tempting. I don't have much left, but yeah, let's go for it.
I'm gonna need a lighter load soon.
I'm gonna be trying to recruit more people. I'm gonna need to get them some really badass weapons, so that's a nice option there. Hello. Don Raven King is asking if we're likely to add more save slots to the game. That is something that we're thinking about doing, yeah. I can't make any specific promises as usual, but that is something that we have very seriously considered.
That's a lot of stuff.
So let's just drop all the stuff I'm not going to sell. Or as much of it as I can, anyway. And then let's go find that other trader. Where's the other trader? Right there. Okay. Is that up Wilkerson Way? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. I'm trying to remember where the shortcut is. 'Cause I think this is around the place where... I think I'm not up the hill far enough for this to be where you meet Mickey, and he shows you where the shortcut is. Oh, shush. Okay. This'll have to do. We'll just go this way. So, there are folks discussing when. Oh wait, I was just not paying attention to where the trader was. Folks are raising the question of when State of Decay 3 might come out. I've already given answers to that. Actually, I should be. We don't have specific answers we can give about that. I've tried to give people suggestions before, and then they were immediately picked up by like. Sunny Games did a whole video quoting me about it, and I'm like, that makes me nervous. So I probably will not do another discussion of the potential release date of State of Decay 3. Suffice it to say, there's no way to know right now.
Hey, how's it going?
We haven't
Hi there.
announced
Nice
anything
to meet
about
you.
it.
I'm with the network. Maybe you've heard of us?
The network. Hi, network. So I think I've already got the network broadcasty dealie, right? Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure. Where's my command center? There it is. Yes, I do have their most valuable thing,
make
so
a
I don't
deal.
need to grab it.
Yeah, all right.
What else can I get, though? Reference books, rucksacks, sanitizing. I think I've already got a sanitizing machine. Chemistry, craftsmanship, gardening, and medicine. No mechanics. Dang it. I'm just never gonna have a mechanic. It's gonna be so sad. Now, how am I doing on food and stuff? Low on materials. Food and meds are okay. Probably wouldn't be bad
Hey there, business partner.
Yeah, all right.
to grab at least one food rucksack. Keep us going while I search for other things. I could scavenge this place, but it looks like the thing that I most urgently need is materials. So rather than filling up
Tired
my
of carrying this already.
inventory with stuff I don't need as urgently. Actually, why did I grab the heaviest thing in there? Let's put that back. Let's go look for some place that will reliably have materials. None of those will reliably have it. There we go. That's real close to base too. Let's head back that way. Because we are coming to the end of the session. So I want to quit pretty soon. Oh, you know what? That's true. So, Airy Twitch is reminding me that with the new upgradable outposts... Oh, there's a freaking juggernaut here!
We didn't need it.
Oh, gosh! Anyway, you are right.
Oh, hell yeah.
You are right that there is a way to is it... I think it might be an auto shop you want to claim to learn the mechanics skill? And I think it gives you... Or was it a gas station?
I just dropped off a small gift at your place. We wanted to let you know how thankful we are for the sheriff's help.
Yeah, I think you're right about... Okay, I think I actually can, using fairly new mechanics that I keep forgetting about because they're so new. I think I actually can probably target and recruit a mechanic. Fine. I forgot that I was no longer using a character with gunslinging, so I was trying to like auto-aim at somebody. Okay, looks like they don't know I'm here anymore. That's cool. I just want to murder this one. I don't know. I'm just feeling good about that. There we go. Oh, it just occurred to me. I need to be dismembering plague zombie legs. I wasn't even keeping track of that. I have gotten some screamer headshots.
Well, it's not much.
Oh, there's another spot to search. Well, at least we got gas. So these cars are all in terrible shape. Not feeling at all good about it. This is my one that's not destroyed. So I guess I'll put gas in there, maybe. But it's my, like, most gas guzzly one. And it is missing some doors. So, yeah. Oh. And we got a Marshall story, new in town, right over there. Right next to a play card. Maybe I won't worry about that. Okay, so next session, I think I should go through the steps to try and consciously recruit a mechanic, because my cars are getting in bad enough shape. That feels like a good move. So, what that's going to involve is using the radio to call in a generic enclave, which hopefully will have someone with an empty skill slot available. If not, then I don't know what to do with them. But because I can now spend influence... Oh, we are low on materials still. Holy crap.
I just feel like I'm in the right place with the right people.
You know what? Before we quit, I do need to go get some materials, or we're going to be in trouble. I'll just run over there and do it. Anyway, yeah, so we'll try to call in a generic enclave. We have spent a bunch of our influence, so we might... Yeah, we don't quite have enough to recruit from a brand new enclave, but maybe we can earn some along the way. And then we also want to claim, I believe, a gas station as an outpost, because that will let us learn the mechanic's skill. So we can make some progress towards that. If we need to do something like take out a play card to try to earn some influence, we can do that too. Come join me in here, zombie.
Here.
Zombies who are real serious about fighting me can come in here. The rest of you just stay outside.
This is gonna come in handy.
That's what I needed. Let's see what else we got while we're here. Fire? Oh no!
So that's our exit key, right?
More fire! Yay! Oh, come on! I was trying to reorient on that second zombie and it did not happen.
I can't keep this up.
Okay, I think we're good. And I didn't actually want that in full auto, so... Oh, come on. Hit a little bit faster than me. Fall down, you jerk. Like your friend here. Super Fahey, I have found a few of the special outfits that come with the Trumbull Valley update. So, yes. I forgot which ones. I know I have the Red Talon t-shirt.
I'm tired.
Because my Red Talon guy is wearing it. All right, let's get this stuff home. And the sun is setting. Perfect end to a perfect day. Oh no, we ruined some supplies. What kind? Wait, what did we lose? Nothing looked like it was close to the limit. Why did we lose something? That's weird. I've got so many ammo outposts. Silliness. That Davo guy wants to know what difficulty I'm playing on. This is Dread. I have finally pushed my skills to the point where I can kind of play a Nightmare, but I didn't want to do that with Trumbull Valley because I wanted to make sure I got through all the story and stuff, so I didn't want to have just bare survival be my primary problem. I wanted it to be getting through the storyline, seeing all the bases, that sort of thing. So I'll probably return to Nightmare sometime in the future, just not with this Trumbull Valley deal. All right. Well, I think we're done with this session. So, gonna stretch. So, we're done with the session. That does not mean we're done streaming. I've got a bunch of other, some of them pretty new games that I want to try out. So those of you who are watching me live, please stick around. We've got a lot more to do. But if you're watching this later on YouTube, you can... That was a terrible snap. Dry my hand out. There we go. You can hit the subscribe button if you want to. That'll, remind you when I'm coming back with any of these other videos, including the next State of Decay video I do, which will be right there.